Today's video is all about why I am going to put this video in the first place and what is my motive after that. So, coming to the first point, why am I going to put this video on YouTube for the first time? Actually, I realized that this has been the biggest pain point which I have been struggling with. The video is sort of a medium to get out of my comfort zone, and that is to not share things. I'm actually quite bad at that. I'm learning, and this is the first tip, maybe second, because I have been putting my thoughts in short blogs content in LinkedIn. You can follow me there and connect with me and discuss those things that I am putting there. And next, I wanted to share my ideas by being live, actually, the way I'm doing right now, in a recorded manner, to be honest. So, why is that necessary, and why I have been struggling with this, and what I realized that has brought me here. So, actually, I realized that if you keep things to yourself, you will die without giving any value and without getting any value, and that I have been practicing since I know myself. I don't share things. I am shy, and I accept that, and that is bad. The extreme version of anything is bad, be it love or hate, right? Things should be in moderation, and yeah, this is a step to break the ice for myself. Second, okay, enough about why sorry you should share. Actually, all of you are sharing maybe, but or maybe not, you are just consuming the content, but you have a lot more content in yourself that you are maybe undervaluing or underestimating, I can say. And secondly, what do I want to share, and what do I have to share that will be valuable to you and to anyone watching this. So, first of all, I have been reading a lot, doing a lot of research on this field, like how humans are going to compete the technology by watching Matrix, Transformer, and reading some books and thoughts and following some authors like not Richard Feynman, actually, Ray Kurzweil. I have been reading a lot, since a shy person can only be a bookworm, right? So that I am. And what I found is there needs to be a great wave of change where humans need to cultivate their human qualities. By human qualities, I mean qualities which cannot be replicated by any human. Did you get that? The depth. By any human, I mean, let's say you have a certain personality. Is it possible to copy your personality to someone else exactly in the 100% purest manner? The way you looks at some person, the person will look differently. You can make clones of person in movies and in recorded moments, and that too by doing a lot of work, but you can't copy someone's personality, someone's creativity, imagination, the sense of wonder, the sense of awe. Actually, the whole of human thing is unique. You can relate to me, right? You are not similar to anyone, and that is going to be an asset. The recent rise in NFTs is quite a hint in that future that I can see from here. Actually, I am not for predicting anything, but I am linking things the way I have seen and the way they can connect or they may connect, right? So NFT has been on rise because those artifacts and those digital arts are unique sort of thing. They have been digitally created and hand created, but they are unique in one way. So people are going to value things which cannot be recreated, or something like Taj Mahal. So they are sort of investing in uniqueness of objects. Sooner or later, people will be valuing the uniqueness of a person more than the mass mediocrization factory of people, where students are entering into a system and then you drill them, train them to become like one another. You give them equal opportunities to grow, equal length of lectures, and same curriculums, everything is same, but we are designed to be different. But where I'm going with this, what is uniqueness holding with technology? Technology is something which can be created and recreated, right? Even in deep learning, or you can say sorry, excuse me on that, you can say reinforcement learning, where the machine is learning by itself, by lots of data that is fed into this. There also the data is unique and they are learning from it, so they needs to feed on something, and we are designed to be unique. And how is this linking? Do you find any connection? Actually I didn't, but there is the third part, which is the human curiosity, the explorer spirits, the sense of to get more, to know more, to do more, to know what's beyond that wall, beyond that top hill, and to test the boundaries. We are driven to challenges in one way or the other. We calculate the risk before taking on any adventure or explore mindset, but we are designed, right? So how is this going to help humanity, like the uniqueness, the curiosity, and the technology? How can you see these three linking with each other? Okay, so let me get to the final point. Technology is going to do every stuff that you have been doing in industrial age, like making stuff, making a car, making any object in factory, and doing the mechanical work. Humans are not good at that, right? We know it from the moment we invented the wheel to accelerate our speed of locomotion, right? And humans are not good at memorizing things. That's why we have so much advanced devices like this mobile phone and laptop and everything, right? So what we are good at is thinking, and thinking is unique in each and every person watching this video, right? You will be having different kind of thoughts than the other person that you will be watching it with, or maybe sharing, I don't know, but you are unique. Okay, so some people might criticize me on that, like uniqueness is nothing, it will give you nothing, because you can't sell your DNA, right? No one is going to buy it, but you can sell your thoughts, and that's where sharing comes in, the first point which I made in the video. So here I will be sharing my thoughts, my reflections, and my adventures as a curious child. And by that, I want to revive that curious child within you, because first let me clear this, because curiosity is something which is at the core of everything. Curiosity has invented the wheel, the fire, the steam engine, the aeroplane, the everything. You can't name it, right? And ultimately, it has made a machine which can make every stuff that human can imagine at the physical level, not at the thought level. So what is left? You have invented everything that can be done by your hands and legs, right? And maybe by the storage amount of your brain, but you have not invented one thing which is not present in your body anywhere, right? Your soul. And I'm quite adamant on that point. I'm a big believer that what you can't see is way more powerful than those things which you can see. And the biggest example is love. You might be having some thoughts on that, how love is powerful. Just imagine one day without a feeling of love from your mom, from your wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, who matters in your life the most, right? And yeah, you will do everything, you will get every movie ticket, and you will get all kind of delicious foods, but you can't enjoy them. So things which we cannot see are way more powerful than which we can see. I made my point. Okay, great. A pat on my back. Great, Sneha. Okay. And yeah, curiosity is something which you can't invent, or can you? Let's take a challenge. You can invent, but only in yourself. You cannot scale it, or can you? Actually, you can. You can scale it to the childrens that are going to interact with you by encouraging them to be curious, and by learning from them, by becoming more like them, by asking more and more questions. Actually, it's not the answers which are necessary, but we have been told this philosophy since we know ourselves, since KG, actually nursery maybe. You have been told like you need to write the correct answer, but you have never been told that you need to ask right questions, or questions matter a lot. Actually, there are lots of examples. I want to go there. There will be more videos on that, but this is an introductory video to let you know what is coming after this. So yeah, the power of questions, the curiosity, the sense of wonder, the imagination, the creativity, the awe, everything which is human. And yeah, technology is a great, I can say, a medium to scale things. Let's say I have a thought and I can reach you. I can get into your mind, into your thoughts. How is this possible? Technology, right? So yeah, technology is going to help us scale this. And I love technology. I am also a great fan of all the advanced technologies. I used to follow a lot of things. I am way more curious than needs to be, and excess of anything is bad. So yeah, I will teach you on that aspect also, that you need to find a perfect balance in everything. Balance is the key, right? Things are not binary, just black and white, right? So yeah, let's start the journey. And व्हाट शुड आई से इन द एंड, क्या कहा जाता है, या लेट्स गेट स्टार्टेड. Very excited that I have broke my first barrier. Thank you for watching.